Mark, first game, what a game and what an ending.
Yeah, great, awesome game. Two really good teams going at it. It felt like it was a good game of rugby. It felt like the neutral would have enjoyed it. I thought the Scarlets were really clinical off our sort of mistakes and any bouncing balls and unstructured stuff. I thought they punished us really well in the first half, and it wasn't through a lack of effort from our boys, it was just good execution from them. But we did speak at half time around the games are not won and lost at half time. There'll be moments where we can be better in the second half, but there'll be moments that we'll have to take. And I thought we were far more clinical second half, and probably the last play summed it up.
Yeah. And after the week you've had, are you proud of the way the boys stuck into the final minute?
Oh yeah, proud of the group anyway. You know, if we hadn't won the game, I would still be proud of the group. The effort, I thought, as well as the Scarlets played, I thought we had good dominance for the large part. You know, half time it was like 60-40 possession. It was similar on territory. So I felt like we were in the right areas, and I felt like we were giving ourselves a chance. We were probably not as clinical as we needed to be for various reasons. And we knew if we could continue that quality, we knew that we had enough good players on the pitch to finally put the nail in the coffin. I would have liked it to have been a bit earlier in the 80th minute, and I won't lie to you around that.
Have you aged as your first game as head coach?
Well, I don't know. Like my hair's going grey, it's falling out now. I don't know what's next. So, but yeah, proud of the boys. That's the most, and the staff. Like awesome.
Owen, what was the difference in the second half?
Like Mark said, I think we were a lot more accurate and clinical. First half, obviously discipline, put them into the right areas, and like you said, the scrap back, like they had good individuals that capitalised on it. But second half, we were a lot more accurate. And we know if we can get in a one-score game, we knew we're the sort of team that will never give up, and that clearly showed with the 82nd minute try. We're going to fight to the end for each other, and that showed then.
Mark, were you pleased with the composure, because they had 14 men, the left wing was off the field, and then you took advantage and you got into that right hand side?
100%. You know, we feel that, you know, the team is a representative of its captain, and its captain's Jack Morgan. So the team plays like Jack Morgan. You know, the effort, the commitment, the physicality, the quality on times. But probably feel like the growth of the team is, you know, being a bit braver, making sure that we trust our skill set a bit more. We can play the game a little bit wider than perhaps we have done this season. I think perhaps that's the difference in our league standing and our performances have been. We haven't really been as ruthless as we were last year, if we're honest. And we talked around being brave this week, being, you know, not uncautious or being wild with our decision making. But if there's an opportunity to make an extra pass or to go to the space a bit earlier, let's not wait for the clear picture. Let's test it. And you know, we played around with it, but we pulled the trigger at the right time. There was a couple of plays towards the end. Yestin Hopkins nearly goes through off a set piece just at the 74th minute or something. And then Jack Walsh sees it and backs himself and takes it. And even there, under pressure, wet ball, time in the game, to nail those skills under pressure, it's good, because they're a young group out there at the end, and I thought the composure was class.
Can I just ask you what's supposed to be like for you for not playing on Boxing Day and having a bit of extra time after Christmas Day?
Well, I was trying to add it up the other day. Yeah. I think it's 20 odd years of, you know, I'd say Christmas off. You never off as a coach, but I won't be going to a rugby ground on Boxing Day. So I can't say that I'm disappointed with that, if I'm honest with you. It's going to be awesome to spend, you know, time with the family, and I'm sure the other boys as well. But I do love the old Boxing Day fixtures, I won't lie to you. I've got good memories of them as a player, and they're diminishing with age. But I'm going to enjoy this one.
Can you have that extra bit of food Christmas Day now?
Yeah, I think the front rows will be happy, I think. But, it's nice, like you said, you can relax and switch off and enjoy time with like the partners and the kids. It's obviously unusual to have Boxing Day off, so obviously we've got the job done now, but obviously New Year's Day is another big derby for us.
Mark, can I just ask you, there's one player who wasn't involved today, Dewi Lake, just obviously he was missing in the game. Can you just give the latest on Dewi? Yeah,
so the last time I obviously spoke to yourselves, we didn't have the detail around what the bicep injury was. We were hoping perhaps it was the lesser of the two extents and that perhaps he could rehab it and play, but it looks like it is going to be surgical now, which obviously time frames will be months as opposed to weeks. I saw Dewi at our Christmas lunch on Thursday post-training, and he was his typical buoyant self. You know, he was knocking weeks off the projected return to play. You know, he's an incredible professional. He's played really well for us for a number of seasons. Any team will miss his capability today, but I got to say, what a guy to come in, Sam Parry, around his set piece game, around his leadership. The shift he put in today, he had a dead leg early and he toughed it out. So fortunate there to be able to call on those types of guys, and we've still got people like Lewis Lloyd and Ethan Lewis just sitting in behind there waiting for their opportunity. So Dewi will be pleased. We always do it for each other, not for one person, but there's no doubt that there's a few individuals. It's a landmark game today for various reasons, and what a way for them to just sign off at the end of the year.
Do you think Dewi missed the Six Nations if it's Munster?
Look, you ask.
Yeah.
Listen, if I was a medical guy, I'd be working in the medical industry because it's a lot less stressful than this. I'm afraid I'm not. I would love to say I'm capable of that. I'd be in medical school when I was in my 20s, not playing for the Scarlets. So no, it'd be wrong for me to comment. But he's going to be months as opposed to weeks. I think that's the feedback I had. That was about all I could comprehend, if I'm honest with you.
Lovely, good, thanks.
Thank you.